Well, good day, tubes. How's she hanging? We're in the backyard. We are expecting a really big storm coming soon, but we probably won't get anything. But something's coming. I can feel it. If you can see those clouds coming there, it's gonna get a lot worse than that in a bit. And the wind's picking up. And there's a line. I just looked at the radar. There's a line all the way freaking north of us for like the whole part of Ontario. So we're in for some fun, maybe. But anyways, we've been back home from vacation for about 2 weeks now, something like that, maybe 3 weeks, 2 weeks. And when I got home, I thought, oh, I did the video from emptying the bug thing, mosquito magnet there. Look at the tractors in the yard here. Isn't this awesome? Tractor. This one's parked here from, just unloaded it from, oh, we got a story too. Just unloaded it from the John Deere tractor show, so I want to do a couple things to it. Now it's going to pour down rain. But anyways, back to this. When we got home from vacation, this thing I emptied out just before we left. We did that video. You guys have seen that. Came back from vacation. No, I knew this was 2 weeks ago. And it was fuller in that 1 week than it was for that month sitting here. I did the month dump out review. Holy freaking crap, I came back. I looked, I'm like, wow, it's like twice as full as it was before. So I don't know if I need propane again yet. Well, it's getting a little empty-ish. Probably should get that done. So we're gonna crack this up. Oh. There's one of them real bad ones in there. We're gonna crack this open. Oh, he got out, darn it. I think I might need propane. And wow, there's a lot more in there. There's a lot more in there. So let's find somewhere. Still got my fuel tank here. Got to get rid of it. They said they'd take it back, but they never said when, so I don't know. Anybody needs a fuel tank, take her with you. Now, I'll tell you why, and I don't notice I don't have a ring on right now. I'm still married, don't worry. Still married. I'm gonna have to, I got a story for you after we dump this out. There. There we go. Wow, that is like full of like pubic hair mosquitoes. That's insane. That's done really well. So I'm just gonna dump these guys out. They're all dead. That's a freaking lot of mosquitoes in there. Holy jeez. Yeah, you guys just blow away. That's fine. That's just perfect. So I got a bit of a story for you today. I just about what is this symbol, like Spider-Man? Or is that, no, that's peace. What is that one? I don't think that's really anything, is it? I just about had this today without these, I'll tell you. Anyways, oh, I did something so stupid, just wasn't thinking, I guess. My next video I want to do on the John Deere AR here is take apart, it's not today, I'll tell you why in a second. What's going on here? It's to take apart the air breather on it and check it out, because I noticed, I think they got it too full, because I'm getting oil coming out of here, dripping out of the thing, so I think they've got it too full. Anyways, I brought it down off the trailer, right down here, parked it, wanted to run it a bit because it seemed like it didn't start the greatest, and I had charged the battery, so I'm a little concerned about that. Anyways, another story. And I'm looking, I've been down here and I'm looking, thing's running full tilt, it's full speed to charge the battery. And I'm looking here, I'm like, oh, is that a, I looked up here and I'm like, oh, is that a metal pipe here, or is that rubber or something? So I put my hand up like this to squeeze it, and the frickin' blade come around. And luckily it's angled the way it is that way, so it's coming this way, and it frickin' caught my fingers. Bang, it went right up to about the middle of both of these fingers, and by the time I got it out, it like 6 or 8 times. Oh man, I am so lucky. If it was going the other way, I'm sure that would have cut it off. I am sure that would have cut it off. And some tractors, this one for instance, it blows out. It goes the other way. So let's see the way those blades are. Yeah, that might have done a lot more damage, because it would have been the sharp part here cutting into me if I had, for some reason, stuck my hand in to feel the exhaust pipe, but different scenario. But yeah, this one blows out, so it doesn't suck all your chaff in and fill your radiator up. So that one is actually the way it's supposed to be. But this one sucks in, so luckily, whew, all I got was, we'll use this, was like doing like this to me a whole bunch of times, but it feels like someone smashed it with a hammer. It was like 10 seconds, I'm like, as soon as it went, I'm like, oh yeah, they're still there. Oh, and then it started setting in, you know, like someone smashed me with a hammer. I washed it and I put it in cold water, and it's probably gonna bruise up a bit. My nail feels like you've hit it with like you hit the wrong nail, we'll say. So, but anyways, just, I don't know. Obviously I knew it was running, but I guess I looked in there, I'm like, didn't see the fan because it's spinning so fast, and just happened to catch me. So, but it's pretty close tolerance to where I had my fingers there, right? So luckily it just kind of like paddled me kind of thing. Oh boy, I know you're gonna tell me, oh, that was stupid, you could have lost your fingers. Yeah, I couldn't give anybody a fingernail. Can you imagine trying to give someone a fingernail? All you could give them was this. That would suck. But it's coming better now. I can move it at least, you know. I'm just so friggin' lucky, man. And you guys will like this. Today is July 29th, right? That's my number, right? 29, you guys know that. And when I was 29 years old, I was run over by one of these. A 2N though. I'll explain that scenario for you too. Tire was loaded too on the back. I stood and let me think now. Went up my left side, so I think I was, ooh, it's getting windy. I think on the 2N I was over here. Yeah, that's right. And the guys who had it before us, who we bought it from, we should have changed it right away. Because of course you got to turn the key on, and then if you've got it in drive, you can't push the button to start it, right? And it's out. I'm not going to do that because I'm pretty sure, yeah, you know what I mean. I'm not going to do it anyways when I'm not standing on it. Bad scenario. Anyways, we'll leave it there. I'm pretty sure I got everything all hooked anyways. But so they just basically had it on a key switch. So what I had done that day, my stepdad, that's when he was actually still working. And we had a problem with the manifold there. I can't remember what it was exactly wrong with it now, but we decided, oh, we'll just get a new one. I got a new one from one of the tractor repair guys anyways. Had it all on great, sounded great. I think it was leaking, it had holes in it or something. It was exhaust leaking, so it was loud, right? So had it on nice, and so he come over after work. And I'm like, yeah, listen to this. It sounds so much better. And this one's a little crappy, but this one was so sloppy. It was like in first gear, and it's like, oh yeah, that's a neutral. I didn't yank it out, right? Another mistake, stupid, silly mistake. It happens. But it was so sloppy, it felt like it was in neutral, right? So then I just touched that switch, boom, and this thing started instantly driving. And I'm like, what the crap? And it pushed me down, pinned me under it, and it shoved me right to the ground, drove right up over top me, right over my head. Luckily, the only thing that saved me there was the ground. It was down in the cemetery. The ground was fairly wet and mushy from some rain, and I actually squished into the ground. So when it drove over top of me, he says, oh God, I had my hand on the key, but I couldn't just shut it off because then it would just crush you. I'm like, well, thanks for letting it drive over me, I guess. You know, so what happened though was when it went over like this, I had my hand like this, and I just tensed up as much as I could. I can't even tense it now. I guess it was adrenaline or something. I tensed up as much as I could, and as soon as it went up over my hips, I heard like a shotgun going off, like a boom. I'm like, oh my God, what was that? And you know, and then by that time it's coming up and over my head. I think I was able to get my head over it. I can't really remember now. I remember I had marks on my head, so maybe I didn't move that much, but I don't really remember. And anyway, so it went up and over me, and then he shut it off, and I rolled off, and the instant I had the thing off of me, I went like this, because I'm like, oh God, it split my head open. And I'm thinking after, you know, I'm like, if it split my head open, I probably wouldn't be feeling for it, because you'd be dead. Your brain all squished all over the place, right? Although apparently there's not much in there, so there probably wouldn't be much to squish. Anyways, another story. So that was my near-death experience again when I was 29, and today is the 29th, and I almost lost my freaking fingers, for frig's sakes. God, just stupid things, you know, just in the heat of the moment, not thinking, I guess, right? So, but anyways, still alive, still got all my digits and everything else. But anyways, to further the story of running over by the tractor, went to the hospital. Should have called an ambulance probably. Went to the hospital. They checked me all over. Did a whole bunch of what do you call that stuff? With the little pregnant ladies get it. Oh my goodness. See? Messed my memory up. Pregnant ladies get it. Ultra, I could say ultrasonic cleaner. Maybe that's what I need. Ultrasound. That's it. I knew it was ultra something. Anyways, I did all that and nothing was ripped or torn inside. No internal bleeding. They're like, how in the crap did you survive that? I'm like, I don't know. I still don't know. Still don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna sit in the truck for a minute because there's freaking bugs out here like crazy. I want to do some more talking. But anyways, so the bang that went when it went over my hips, I thought for sure, oh god, it's just fractured my hip, and that's what that was. Boom, like a freaking gun going off. It was loud. Like it startled me actually after the things running up at me here too, right? Oh god, it's hot in here. I'd open the windows, but then I'd be outside with the bugs. So I'm going to use my air conditioner. Oop, got turned. So, and we'll turn that up. And okay, so oh, that's too high. Now you won't be behind me. So it went up over my hip, and what it ended up being was it just got some kind of traction on me and grabbed my pants and blew my zipper apart, and it just ripped, I guess, and went boom as it ripped. I'm like, I'm flying low, but my zipper's all wrecked. But it was the weirdest thing ever. When I got up, and after this, I laid on the ground for a minute. My stepdad was down there, and Sarah and the kids. Oh god, oh man, I couldn't imagine that if I had actually got crushed by the thing and killed. They were up in the backyard doing something, so he came rushing up, and hang on a sec. Yeah, okay. Came rushing up and got them, and of course they came rushing down, and by that time I'd got up, and he actually went barreling through the river before there was a bridge here too. Anyways, so they came down. By that time I'd got up and got myself sitting in a chair and was feeling like, I don't know, it was like a kind of feeling and sound. I'm like, oh, this isn't good. My eyes are all like not focusing and stuff, and I don't know if they were turned weird or something. I wasn't looking where I should have been looking. It was really weird. I had that for about 4 days after, and gosh, that was gone 4 days. And honestly, I've not had anything to do, I think, with me with that accident for quite a while. So I got freaking lucky there, and I got freaking lucky today. So I got what, 6 lives left maybe or so. Oh my god, I'm so lucky. But anyways, fun stuff. Look at the weeds growing here. Holy jeez, might have to get the spray out. But anyways, yeah, these stupid grapevines, they take over and taking over the trees again. Look at them in the trees here, taking over the trees. So you have to kind of go to the bottom of the tree and get the big brush cutter and zing zing zing. But you cut them off. You cut one off here, and then you get two next year. So like, what do you do? It's terrible. It's taking over the whole bloody place. And it's not just here, it's everywhere. Everywhere in Ontario I've seen this. But got storm coming? Got storm coming there, bud? I hope so. We could kind of use some rain, although I don't want the grass to grow. I am just about now where I don't need to mow. Even the weeds are like, no, that's good. They're stupid stickweeds. But anyways, so yeah, that was that story today. I thought I'd just share that with you, and you can tell me how stupid I am, but you know what, it's one of those things, heat of the moment, just never even really thought about it, I guess. But that's how things happen. I know a guy too that lost his fingers, the first 2 ones I think, by trying to unclog a snowblower chute that was bunged up. Guess he thought oh, just poke at it, and sucked him in and chopped his 2 fingers right off. Like I think the tip here, and then this one was kind of like there and there kind of thing. So he's missing those fingers. And I think that's the only guy I know that's got something. I know people that got sucked into a snowblower and went out the chute, we'll say. That was pretty nasty. That guy did not survive that. Don't know what the scenario was there. You think the shear bolts, when he got sucked in and hit him, it would have sheared and stopped, but maybe he didn't have the proper shear. I don't know. He might not have had the proper shear bolts in. I don't know. But anyways. So, yeah, we're back from the show. The show was good. You guys seen the videos there, I'm sure. If you haven't, it's on my channel there. It was a really good show. Really, really good show. And funny enough, when I parked with all the other ARs and the smaller guys like that, it was definitely not the right color. But it looked really close to like the, oh geez, I'd have to look at the video. The bigger stuff, not the huge, big stuff, but like the, you know, bigger stuff than this, like the big 60 and the big, you get into the big numbers and stuff, it kind of looked like their color. So I'm like, well, I don't know now. But anyways. So, nice cool in here now. I'm going to let you in on a little something on the oil consumption issue of the truck here. I'm taking this in on this Thursday, and they said we're gonna solve that problem. And it's going to be really quick, he says. I'm like, okay. So, Thursday this week, we're going to solve that problem, and we'll have no more, hopefully, no more issues with burning oil. This thing has 9,972.0 exactly kilometers on it, and it has been through about 7 liters of oil since new. He couldn't believe that. I'm like, well, dude, I got a jug that I put through it. That's like 4 point whatever it was liters. And when we drove from camping to back again, it's probably down another couple of liters. So that's what, 4, 5, 6, almost 7 liters. It only takes 9 liters to change the oil in this for a complete change. So it's almost burnt through a whole entire oil change worth of oil. That's not acceptable. So he's like, yeah, okay, we'll look after it, bring it up, and we'll get that sorted for you. I'm like, okay. And this is my dealer that I dealt with to get this truck, and he's pretty good. He's pretty good to me. So he's not one of those ones where it's like, oh, wow, there's nothing we can really do with it. Blah, 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 blah. Basically, they want you to go to Ford and complain to them, and then they'll instruct the dealership to do whatever with it, right? And it's like, he's like, no, don't worry about it, man. We'll figure it out. We'll fix it. I'm like, okay. And I said to him, I don't want to be driving a truck that has been totally stripped down and tore apart and put back together. He's like, no, we'll fix her. We'll get her good for you. I'm like, okay. What he's doing yet? I don't know. He didn't tell me, so. But anyways, I don't know what kind of rain we're going to get here, but I think my wife said dinner's ready, so I'm kind of interested in that because I'm hungry. Oh, that hurt. Hungry! So, anyways, I'll let you know Thursday what they're going to do about this. It might not be till Friday, though, because I don't know what time yet. He didn't tell me what time yet to come up on Thursday to have this looked at. So, man, I can't believe that. Brand new truck, and it's burning oil. I said to him, have you heard anybody else having this problem? He's like, oh, yeah, we got one guy. He actually lives in the same town that his dealership's in. And they wanted to do a test with him, which I told him, no, I'm not doing that because I can't drive up there every day for a test. Like every day, and you got to drive so many K a day with it. It's like, well, I'm not putting extra miles on my truck just to check. I know how much oil it's used. And you got to believe me on that because it's ridiculous. So I said, no, I'm not doing that. And I'm not driving a truck that's being torn apart. So what he's doing, I don't know yet. We'll figure something out. Maybe, I don't know. Don't know what's going on. Thursday, though, I'll find out, but I'm not sure when. So it probably won't be till Friday until I get back to you on that. And we'll see what the deal is, what the dealio is here, and what we're going to do about this. So Anyways, thanks again for watching. Ooh, you know what I should be doing? You know how much I freaking hate things that don't work and complain about my air conditioning a lot. This is my AccuTemp guy here. I should have done that before. We'll see. Maybe if I can get that to prop in there. We'll see how cold she gets in here with this. This is that new 1, 2, 3, 4 RA crap or something, whatever they use in these new trucks now. So the car, just for comparison, got down to, I think it was 3.3 Celsius. So this is getting pretty close. And I'm not even running on an in-car here. I'm just running on the normal AC right there. So we're getting down. Anyways, we'll chat a few more minutes maybe and see what that gets down to. Maybe I got it on about half throttle here now, so give it one more maybe. Yeah. So yeah. What else we got to talk about here? It's been a while since we've kind of done one of these update videos, but I thought maybe that was fairly important today to tell you, that I just about did something really stupid. Man, I honestly can't believe I did that. It's not something, I don't know. I knew it was running. I guess I just didn't look in and see the fan because it's spinning, right? You look in, oh yeah, nothing there, and you just reach in and then, brrr, oh my God. I instantly looked at it, and my wife was sitting right close to me there, and she's like, what was that noise? I'm like, that was my fingers. I shouldn't have put them in there. And then it was about 3-4 seconds after that, then, sorry, I just had a phone call come in. Yeah, so 3 or 4 seconds after she asked me what that was, I'm like, the pain starts setting in. I'm like, oh God. And I looked at him again. I'm like, wow, I'd be bleeding by now. I wasn't bleeding. I couldn't move them, but it really hurt a lot, right, of course. And not bleeding, which is weird. I'm like, oh, geez. I wonder if I broke anything. So I'm feeling them, and like, it's hurting like someone hit you with a hammer, right? So I'm like trying to wiggle them. I'm like, oh, I think it'd be a lot more painful, and you probably hear some crunchy noises, and everything seemed good. I'm like, wow, did I get lucky there? So instantly I started sweating like a lot. I'm like, oh, maybe I shut the gas off on the tractor and then pushed the throttle down and shut it off. It was still in the charge mode though, where you pull out the light switch, I think it is, whatever you call it, and it's supposed to start charging, like double charging the battery, right? So we went inside and I got it in some really cool water. It was like burning like crazy, burning like you wouldn't believe. So holy freaking crap. I'm still like, wow, I got lucky. And eventually it got to where, the burning kind of stopped, but it was still like someone hit you with a hammer kind of thing, or you got, ripped apart by a fan blade, one of them deals. So I actually went in and laid down because I'm like, got my hand in the sink in the bathroom. I'm wiping myself because I'm sweating like crazy, and the air conditioning's on the house. It's not like it's hot in the house either, right? I'm sweating like crazy, and I'm like, oh, this isn't maybe so good. And then I got the the heaves going, and I'm like, oh, I feel like I'm gonna throw up. And she's right beside me. Of course, she's got a pail. I never did throw up, but I just got like a couple of those from, I guess, the trauma or something. I don't know. And I'm like, I'm gonna throw up. So she's like, oh, do you want what they call Aleve? I think you guys have them in the States too, the Aleve pills. So she went and got me one of those, and I took one of those. I'm like, oh, it's gonna take a while to kick in. But I went and laid down for a while after I got all unsweaty and stuff, and then the pain kind of went away. It just feels now like you just kind of hit your nail with a hammer. That's what kind of hurts, right? So, but I can move them and stuff and use them and stuff. It's not too bad. So, wow, did I get lucky. But anyways, so what do we get down to for temp here? We got down to 8.8 Celsius or 47.9 Fahrenheit. That's pretty good. So I'm going to put it on. Oh, I just shut it off. My bad. I'm going to put it on in-car air here now. And we'll see if that goes any colder. Talking for a few more minutes, maybe. So yes, I got very lucky with that. It's the second kind of mishap I've had with a tractor, even though all these years I've had experience with tractors and, tractors in there and backhoeing and stuff, and never had an issue with the backhoe, surprisingly. Like, that hurt me. pretty good with that, which is good because that would probably really hurt you, that thing. No, but it's been good. That's been fine. Just this tractor and that 2N that run me over, so both on the 29th too. Just to let you know. No, this was the 29th today, and I was 29 years old when I got run over. That's right, still 29. Can't win with this stupid number 29, you know that? It's just stupid. But anyways, whatever. So what are we at temp now? That's probably as cold as it's gonna get. That's pretty good. 5.3. It's getting colder. 5.2. This is in-car air. We got 41. 41, we'll say. Now, there's nothing wrong with this air conditioner. It's fine. I'm just, you know, messing with it. So, that's good. But anyways, 4.8. It's getting really cold now. Let me turn, if I turn it up, this is going to be too loud. So yeah, I'll let you know on Thursday, Friday, probably what they're going to do with this truck. He didn't tell me. He's just like, just bring it up. We'll look after it. We'll do something for you. I'm like, because he's like, I'm texting him and he knows I'm getting kind of ticked about this because I'm like, dude, I'm not doing all these tests. This is a brand new truck. There's no freaking way it should be using a drop of oil. The one thing that really ticked me off though is on, I think it was a forum. I know I don't read forums, but there was one guy in there that was told by a Ford tech that if it uses this much oil or under, that's acceptable. I'm like, no, it's not acceptable for a brand new engine to use any oil. I'm sorry. Not acceptable at all. So, anyways, I see Dylan's coming to get me for dinner. Better get going. So, I'm getting ranty and I'm getting mad. So, I don't want to go up there all mad and stuff. So, but anyways, catch you all later. Thanks again for watching, and I'll let you know probably Friday what's going on. And hopefully, in the meantime, we'll not cut our fingers off, and we'll try to do a inspection and cleaning out of the oil bath system on this John Deere AR. So anyways, thanks again. Catch us all later, and you guys have a good day. Oh, we're down to 5.4. Climbed up a little bit. Anyways, it's still freaking pretty cold, let me tell you. It's not as cold as the Toyota. That Toyota was down to like 3.3, so that was like ice cold. But anyways, that's all right. Thanks again for watching. You got to remember too, it's also like 28 degrees and really humid out here too, right? So, oh, there's rain coming. Look at them clouds coming. I'm gonna do a little screenshot if I can of the radar coming here after. Anyways, catch you all later.